My name is Maya and I work for UK Research and Innovation's Global Food Security Programme. In GFS we know that tackling the climate crisis requires the radical transformation of our food system, which currently accounts for about 1/3 of global greenhouse gas emissions. Now this is no easy task, as our food system is incredibly complex. We typically think of our food system as being from farm to fork, but actually it is so much bigger than that, encompassing our economic system, our health and well-being, social justice, behaviour change, and things like biodiversity loss. Now, when you add this complexity to the complexity of the climate crisis, it can be really difficult to know where to start achieving that transformation. So one of the things that we employ in GFS is a whole systems approach, which means that we work with researchers, industry and government and wider society who are focusing on specific aspects of the food system, and we do our best to join them up so that we can anticipate and minimize any negative impacts from activities happening in one part of the food system on another part, and achieve that genuine transformation that has justice and sustainability at its core. Now, my work as a project manager really comes into the challenge of how do we get these different stakeholders, different groups to collaborate with each other so that we can together identify the solutions that we need. So one of the mediums that I use in my work is storytelling. Now, stories are amazing. They not only allow us to step outside of our own perspective and empathize with future generations who will feel the impacts of the decisions that we're making today, but they also invoke creativity. And we really need all the creativity that we can get if we are going to tackle the climate crisis and simultaneously increase our food security in the future. One of the projects that I run is a research storytelling competition for early career researchers, where we give them the narrative tools and devices to not only inform food system change, but inspire it as well. I've also run a multi-stakeholder dialogue where I worked with a professional storyteller to translate cutting-edge research into 4 short stories that set in future food systems, where we could identify what were the challenges and opportunities that were presented in each of those stories. I think that my work is incredibly important because we need to have a narrative ready. COP26 is going to be looking at what role does our food system play in tackling the climate crisis. So making sure that we have a narrative ready about the kind of food system that we want in the future is incredibly important.